I'm Tim Gunter with Roofs Restored. I want to talk to you a few minutes about shingles, 3-tab shingles, why it's important in South Louisiana not to install a 3-tab shingle. Number one, these shingles are rated for 60 miles per hour. The average rating throughout the state and throughout this part of Louisiana is 80 plus miles an hour, and I think they just went up even more on that. There are some parishes that will not allow you to install a 3-tab shingle, and this is why. Number one, you have a 70 mile per hour wind come on a 60 mile per hour shingle. Guess what's going to happen? Is this problem right here. Now this roof is an older roof. It's probably about 15 years old. So if you even test this shingle for structural integrity, they do break pretty easy in this case, but to patch this roof would be virtually impossible to do because of this happening on this roof. But when you get to see the adhesion rate and the wind resistance, 70, 80 mile per hour winds, which is common in this part of the state, your shingles are going to blow off your roof. It's very important, if you can, to go with a fully architectural 130 mile per hour architectural shingle system that is rated for high winds. And the way that that shingle is installed is even more important today because of the adhesion rates, the products that you use on the roof in the installation. On this particular roof, there is no starter shingle, which not many people know what I'm talking about when I say starter shingle, but it's the beginning of the shingle where it starts up the roof. There's an extra layer of shingles that adhere the entire roofing system to the shingle itself. And therefore, when high winds come through, it can't ever get up under the edge of the shingle to take it off. And that's what happens in a lot of cases. Either what fails is going to be the adhesion rate. Once this comes up, once this is blown up on a shingle, I've seen some homes in Acadiana that the client doesn't even know that they have any problems with the roof. But if you look at the roof, it looks shuffled, and it'll have a shuffled effect where all of the 3-tab shingles across the roof will be blown up, or all of the architectural shingles will be blown up. I've seen that before too. But the problem is, once these come loose, they will not glue back down. They're done. And it doesn't matter if you're missing actual tabs like this roof is or not, you will not be able to get these to readhere, and you will have problems with your roof whether you've got all the shingles on the roof or not. Now the reason you need a good architectural system is not just the shingle, but it's the installation of the shingle. In this case, we're going to use an Owens Corning duration shingle with the Sure-Nail technology to it. But before we even get to the shingle is the installation itself. We prep the roof. Of course, you got new drip edge as well. But on that roofing, right over the top of the drip edge, and we're going to put a synthetic breathable product underlayment under there. And when we do this, and this is all secured to the roof, we're going to put a starter shingle. Now this starter shingle goes on pretty much like you see here. And then when we install this starter shingle, most roofers will nail that starter shingle up here. We're not going to do that. We're going to do it according to manufacturer specifications. And for the storms that we have here in the south, we're going to nail this shingle, this starter shingle, right here in the bottom. That way, this adhesion stays stationary and does not move. And then we will, of course, at that point, when we start installing the roofing system, we come along. You see that adhesion there under this roofing shingle? You see that adhesion there? We're going to match up that adhesion on that roofing system. Therefore, I don't know if you've seen our commercials for Roofs Restored prior to Laura and these storms that came through recently, but you could not, and I give a lot of credit to the fact that these roofing systems stayed intact, all because of what you just saw. And that's why I want to talk to you about an architectural shingle. If you want to learn more about what your roof needs, go to roofsrestored.com, because at Roofs Restored, we have you covered.